Hi, we're here at the SBJ Momentum Sports Marketing Symposium in New York, and I'm joined by Andrew Jenkinson, co-founder and director of the vStream Group, as well as Alan Snyder, Chief Technology Officer for Momentum Worldwide. Thank you guys for joining me today.
No problem.
So the last two sessions have dealt very heavily on technology, data, in particular VR and AR. So we're going to focus on those topics.
It's all very hot topic at the moment, and a lot of brands are maybe wanting to jump on virtual reality bandwagon, but what they're actually doing is maybe just 360 video. It's just being able to look around in an environment. We've found that a lot of people have been bitten by the VR dog. So we'll give somebody a headset, be it an AR headset or a VR headset, and they'll go, no, I don't want to try that. I've done it before and I don't like it. And they won't know what we're about to show them, but we'll say, well, what's the problem? Why didn't you enjoy it so much? They'd have been given a roller coaster and, you know, done a 5-minute roller coaster experience, felt physically sick and gone, VR is not for me. So there's a danger in this technology being misconstrued for, you know, being used for the wrong reasons and the content not delivering to the technology's capabilities.
If we take it back to the brand perspective, because the brand is trying to engage with the fan, how would you help a brand decide what is the right fit, if they should be looking at VR or AR, or maybe it's not a fit at all? So what kind of goes into that thought process, Jason?
Yeah, so I mean this is actually a really good use case. You know, so for our client Verizon, for example, we activate in many stadiums across North America for NFL, and we've actually built a VR experience that people can go and you stand in sort of a giant football helmet, and you have kind of binaural audio, and you put the VR headset on, and you're standing on a haptic plate that gives you feedback, and so you get the experience of what it's like to be on the field with other players, right? So that kind of gets you closer to the game, but it's very clearly a VR experience. We're not trying to say, okay, well, this is the game that's being played on the field right now, and you know, we're going to put you inside of that. To your point, you know, that's a very kind of different use. So for brands, I think again, it's going to be contextual and then what's appropriate for what they're trying to communicate to the folks. So in that case, it's the people that are at the stadiums that are going there to get them sort of closer to the game.
And what type of conversations are you having with brands in this area?
We're technology agnostic. We are not going to give you a VR solution just because you've asked for one. We're going to understand, and I think it all really boils down to storytelling and what the experience is and what you emotively want the consumer to feel. So it starts with the story. What is the story? What is the key point that I'm trying to communicate, and what do I want you to feel? And then, if that story works, so you know, we have a little bit of an adage in the office that if it doesn't work on a 14-inch black and white TV, then all the VR, hologram, you know, augmented reality solutions, they're not going to make the story any better. So once the story is right, then I think naturally it falls out that the technology of choice is AR or VR or, you know, 360 video or an app. You know, I mean, it's really about understanding how to communicate, and where brands can make a mistake is by saying I need this technology because everybody else is doing it. So sometimes VR can be what was maybe 3 or 4 years ago mobile apps, and 4 years before that, you know, Facebook apps, and before that websites, where it's like all my competitors are doing it, I need to do this. They really need, we like to try and help them understand what the platform can do for them and how their story is relevant or not on that platform. And I think what's really important about that example there is that that people feel something. So that is always, you know, it's your dream to go behind the scenes, and to feel something is so important. But to share that experience with your friends, like, that's a great example of how using that technology to tell that story and create that emotion it takes a very smart combination of technologies to do that. That's something that, you know, with VR, it's not as easy to do because it's an inherently antisocial platform because it's just one-to-one.
Thank you. Lots of great insights on data, technology, VR. Really appreciate the time.
You're welcome.